Welcome back to Chronicles of the Curvaceous. You know we fabulous and tenacious. We dropping faith-based weight loss motivation. Hey y'all, hey. It is VEDO day, number 25. And I know, don't come for me in the comments. I know I'm supposed to be gonna y'all 25 videos. But baby, the struggle has been real. You hear me? It has been real. I salute Queen Fabulosity. Because, girl, I don't know how you did it. But, ultimately, I just want y'all to know that, if nothing else, this VEDO has given me a new perspective. It has given me the zeal and the passion that I need to get my head back in the game, to really take charge of my own health and wellness. So I appreciate that opportunity to really hit reset. And that's really what it has been, a reboot for me. We are well on our way with this Biggest Loser challenge. And you guys have just been showing up for me on TikTok, showing up for me on Facebook, showing up for me on YouTube, showing up for me in person. And for that, I am truly, truly grateful. So I don't want you to think for a moment that I'm taking this stuff for granted, because I'm not. One thing I learned is that if you're going to have a full-time job and be a vlogger, an influencer, or whatever, you definitely have to have excellent time management skills, which at this point, your girl is definitely slacking in. So y'all pray for me. Pray for me that I get a real routine down and I develop the discipline that I need to fulfill my assignment in the earth. God has really been opening my eyes to a lot in the midst of all of this. And I think that I can see clear. I can see clear. I can't say clearer. I can say clearer than I was when I first started. And emotionally, I am in a much healthier place. And for that, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be connected to some phenomenal people. I am grateful for the light at the end of the tunnel. I was in a dark tunnel for a minute, and I just thought, man, when is this gonna end? And for me, I think starting VEDO was that moment where things shifted in my life. So I'm grateful for the shift, and just extending myself grace. And that's what you have to do to on your own journey. Extend yourself grace. Know that every day ain't gonna be roses and sunshine and butterflies and all happy-go-lucky. Every day's not. You're not gonna hit your mark 100% every day. And that's okay, because you're human, you still living, you still processing things. So just know that fall, dust yourself off, get back up, start over again, and thank God that you can. Thank God that you can start over. Thank God that He didn't come back and get you before it was too late. You know, we are striving for perfection. That don't mean that we are. That doesn't mean we striving. That means, hey, I want to be better today than I was yesterday. I want to be stronger today than I was yesterday. And that's what I'm striving for on my journey. To be better than I was yesterday. Stronger than I was yesterday. And anytime you just fall. That don't mean that the consistent times that you were before is completely erased. It's not. I mean, the ground you covered is the ground you covered. And you have to just, yesterday, the last couple of days, I have been looking at my Facebook memories and some of the things that I totally forgot about that I actually did showed up. And God was reminding me, He was like, I'm faithful. Don't forget what I've done in you. Don't forget what I've done through you. Don't allow some rough season in your life to overshadow all the good times, all the things that God has done. If you really take a toll, an inventory of your life, if you look back and you calculate, you'll realize you had more good days than you ever did have bad. That song, I Won't Complain, has been just raining in my spirit lately. And God is like, listen, all your good days, they outweigh your bad days. Stop complaining. Stop complaining about what you don't have or what you haven't done, and be grateful for what you do have and what you have done. So, I mean, it's bad. It may be bad right now, but it could always be worse. And you have to, I was thinking back at the beginning of my journey, and I was like, oh, woe is me, and acting like I was just the biggest thing ever, and oh my God, I can't believe I let myself go, and all of that stuff. And then in this season, I get up and I wake up and I step on the scale and I weigh more than I did then, and I'm like, wow, like back then I act like it was so bad, but now it's worse. And now I'm like, okay, you know what? But even though it's worse, naturally, it's better spiritually because I've grown so much. I've grown so much on my journey that I realized that, hey, you can't, first and foremost, like I said at the beginning of this thing, the number on the scale do not define you, sis. It don't. What size pants you wear don't define you. It don't make you no less of a woman or no less of who you is, a man, just because the scale got a different number and the pants ain't the size you want them to be. If you look up and you see where you at now and you don't like where you at, then do like I'm doing. I'm hitting the pavement right now. While I'm talking to y'all, I'm working on changing it. I've been making necessary adjustments in my diet, and I've been pushing back some stuff and saying no to some stuff and making some better choices. Because at the end of the day, I'm a firm believer. We reap what we sow. You reap what you sow. So if you want good results, then you need to sow some good seeds. Plant you some stuff that you want to see manifest in your future. This time, I'm investing on the payment right now. These are seeds that I'm putting in the ground. In the long run, it's going to manifest in my life. And I'm going to be a healthier person for it. And I'm going to reap the harvest of it. The scale going to move. It's going to go down. I'm going to breathe better. I'm going to have, I'm just going to be an overall healthier person. But at the end of the day, where I'm at, I ain't get there overnight. And where I desire to be, I won't get there overnight. But it's okay. It's all in my hands. It's all in my hands. It's all in me shifting my mindset, me being willing to do the work, me being willing to commit myself to me. I commit myself Monday through Friday. I commit myself every morning to get up and go to those people's job. So if I commit myself to get up and go to those people's job, and I can do my best not to miss, then I can do my best not to miss a workout. I can do my best not to miss a healthy meal. And you got to choose you. Yeah, some people may not see your value. Some people may not. Some other people may have looked at you and passed. That's their loss, not yours. That's their loss. You choose you. You love you enough to put your foot down. You love you enough to make the sacrifices that's necessary to make your life better. Man, I'm telling you, I have kicked the excuses. I walked yesterday. I didn't record for you guys yesterday, but I did. I got off work and I got me a good 2-mile walk in, and I'm back at it again. I just left work. I went on my lunch break to make sure that I had workout clothes so that I could leave my job and go straight to the pavement before I made it home. Why? Because I really have purpose in my heart to change my circumstances. And that's how you gotta do. If you gotta go home on your lunch break, get some workout pants, do that. So that you can get out here, or you can go home and you can get on the floor and do some sit-ups, some crunches, some whatever necessary. But do it. Do it for you. You can't do it for nobody else. Because if you do it for anybody else, you're going to lose interest and you're going to quit just as fast as you started. But when you make up in your mind that freedom is something you want, and freedom is something you're going to fight for, people tend to think freedom is free. Freedom ain't free. It costs somebody. It's going to cost somebody. Freedom in the country that I live in, it costs soldiers to go out there and fight on the battlefield to be able to get this freedom. So the same thing, if it's costing them for that freedom in the world, then what make you think your emotional freedom, your health, is not going to cost somebody? It's you it's going to cost. And you have to be willing to pay the sacrifice. You got to be willing to go without that food that you like so much. You got to be willing sometimes to go without sleep, to go hit the pavement, to exercise, whatever. Give up your time. You got to be willing to sacrifice it so that you get the outcome that you desire. One thing I know is doing nothing, you're going to be guaranteed to say where you at. If you ain't willing to do nothing, you're going to be guaranteed to say where you at. You want to change your location? Change your habits. Sometimes it takes changing your friends. Sometimes it takes changing what you watch on TV to stop influencing you to be sad and depressed. Whatever necessary, since you gotta know your own worth and be willing to do what's necessary to make the changes. But I know y'all don't like long videos, and I'm gonna respect that. So I'm gonna get on off of here, and if it's the Lord's will, I'll see you tomorrow. But in the meantime, I want you to embrace and enjoy your journey. Y'all, I'm finna finish getting this work in, finish get this walk, so I can go home to my family. But I love y'all. It ain't nothing you can do about it. All right, y'all have a good one. Bye.